Hi, it's Chantel from Fiberific here. 2017 is well and truly underway. What can I say? Abby was talking about me maybe doing a stuff I love for December and a stuff I love for January, and I thought, no, I can't really backtrack at that hard. I suppose I could do January, but I'm not going to. So this week we just got the one video. It's just for today. It's just to give you an idea of where we're heading for 2017 and some of the plans that I have. Not all of the plans, but some of the roundabout plans that I have for 2017. The first thing is the school holidays are over. So here in Australia, we have a really long Christmas holiday. It's our summer holiday here. And it is from early December, depending on the school you go to and the state you live in, all the way through to about now. So my daughter went back last week. There's kids going back this week, again, depending on the state and the school that you go to. Now, most of the mums I talk to are cheering. They're so happy the kids are going back to school. And it's not to say we don't love our kids or anything silly like that. It's just, you know, back to school, we don't have to worry about keeping them occupied all the time. But for me, Abby and I have the same sort of sleeping pattern. We are naturally night owls. So school runs suck. Like, there's no other way to put it. They are horrible. We have to be up at 6:30 in the morning to be out the door by 7:30 so I can get her to school on time. And we hate it. We've been doing it for a week, and we're not liking it at all. I mean, we'll adjust, we always do, but Abby, like myself, prefers to stay up quite late at night and then sleep into about, 10 in the morning. And I'm completely all right with this. So during the school holidays, I don't book any appointments before 10. We sleep in or we lay in. We slob around in our pajamas. And it's unfortunate if the courier guy turns up before 10 a.m, which he doesn't normally, thank goodness, because I don't wear the most stunning pajamas in the world. I'm not enjoying going back to school as much as some of the other parents. Now, I only have one child. She doesn't fight with any other kids because there are no other kids. But I do get the barrage of I'm bored. Starting this week, Abby's back to school. We're trying to slowly build Fiberific back up. It was closed down for pretty well a month over Christmas. I had a really nice break. And I did some planning and got some things sorted out in my brain, which was super duper. One of my New Year's resolutions, I don't have a lot, but one of them was to leave the house. I know, it's shocking. It's shocking that I'm contemplating leaving the house. Now, I do leave the house. Like, I go to the post office, I do school runs, I do the grocery shopping, but I don't tend to go out very often to just socialize and things like that. So my goal this year is to do a bit more socializing. And so I also don't like, I'm very fussy, aren't I? I don't like driving into the city, and there's a fantastic Stitch and Bitch in Brisbane City, and I'm going to try and get in there a couple of times, but I know me and I'm going to put it off because I don't like that driving in that kind of area. It's not my favorite. It's really not my favorite. So what I decided to do was start my own group. So starting this Thursday on the 2nd of February 2017, we have Caffeinated Crafters. And we're going to be meeting up at the coffee club at Browns Plains Village. I've got this image up on my Facebook page. It's on Instagram. So if you want to have a look, just for this first week, we're going with a bit of an RSVP so we can get an idea of numbers, just so I can book a table. I'm going to leave the house 2 Thursdays a month. That's not involving school runs or grocery shopping. Although I probably, there's a JB Hi-Fi down the road from there, so I probably will end up in there a few times because JB Hi-Fi tragic. It's sad. It's so sad. We all have our spots, don't we, where you're just not safe. Like, for me, it's stationery stores, JB Hi-Fi and Bunnings. I might go into any 3 of those stores with just a little shopping list and come out with armloads of stuff. I've got all these things. anyway, that was aside. Now, some of the other things that I'm going to be doing this year, I'll be doing Intercraft in Brisbane in March. That's at the South Bank Convention Centre. It's a bit of a reshuffling, rebranding of the old Stitches and Crafts show. They're doing some different things, some different kinds of workshops and stuff like that, so I can't wait to see. Information on Facebook, on my blog, website, everywhere that you find me is all the information for all these things. Then also Bendigo in July. That takes a lot of energy to plan for, so I try not to book in anything within about a month of it if I can avoid it. I know it sounds a little precious, but it does take a lot of energy and effort to get everything ready and prepare myself for the drive to Bendigo, which I love. I've got to plan some new audiobooks, so if you've got audiobook suggestions for my approximate 20-hour each way drive to Bendigo, pop them in the comments down below. I personally like science fiction and exciting things. If it's a bit slow, even if it's a good story, it's a good chance I'm going to fall asleep. So I'm driving, so we want to keep the interest high. Although last year I listened to this one book and I realized that the excitement was so much that I was driving like, come on, hurry, oh man. And I realized it was a bit stressful, so I had to change that book. But yeah. Hopefully I will find something intermediate. Wheel of Time was a good one. And yeah, I've got some others. But if you've got any suggestions, please let me know. I'd love to hear them. So another exciting thing that happened early this year is I hit 500 followers on Instagram, which is really exciting for me. So I decided to do a giveaway for those 500 people. One of the lucky people will get to choose one of these skeins of yarn. There's still time to enter. I draw it this Friday, 3rd of February. So you've got a couple of days to quickly jump onto Instagram, look for Fiberific, find this picture and just type in a comment which of the colors you want and make sure you're a follower. It's that simple. I'm really struggling with getting back into the routine of life. You know, between school runs and posting orders and dyeing yarn and doing all the things and now back to YouTube as well. So this week I'm just doing this one video. Next week I'll be back to 2, just to try and ease myself in. I'm planning out the next couple of months worth of videos, and if you've got something that you really want to learn, whether it's a particular kind of stitch or a cast on or a particular tool or something that you think that I could do a video on just to show you how to use it or do it, just let me know in the comments below or PM me on Facebook or Instagram, or there's so many ways to contact me. So just grab one of them and just send me through a message. So this is it. I'm done for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this rambly mess of rambleness. Well, it certainly felt like that to me, even though I'm following notes. It's terrible. Anyway, so click like if you like the rambliness, subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of my videos, click the little notification bell. It's time for you to fill your universe with Fibre fun. Off you go. I'll see you next week. Bye.